Let's try and sort of set the picture here. We've been unbeaten for about 2 years as an England team, 2.5 years or something. We've played every leading country in the world in rugby, home and away, and we've beaten most of them home and away. So we've definitely gone into the World Cup as favourites, undoubtedly.
Prior to the World Cup final, it was very much a sombre atmosphere, because players knew what needed to be done. There was no screaming and shouting. There was no, if you like, divas saying you've got to do this, you've got to do that. In a bizarre sense, the calmest place to be was actually on the pitch, because the nature of the game and how the game was so fraught, so close, going into extra time, the nerves, if you like, was with everybody else.
The first time I ever saw it on video, I came out in a cold sweat, because Matt makes a break, and then as a ruck forms, and Neil back is at the base, looking who's he going to pass to. And I could see it in his eyes. There was a certain amount of uncertainty and maybe stark terror, and that he had to make this pass, and a little bit of uncertainty. I'm being unfair to him, really. And I remember I was the furthest guy back, so I'd been the first guy to the ruck, previous ruck. I remember there was that little hesitant pause where you could feel everyone thinking, what, are we going to do it now? Are we going to do it now? Are we going to drop it now? So I thought I'd just make my run. And if Neil sees me and gives me the ball, great, we'll recycle it and we'll get into control, get Matt back in the game. If he doesn't, I'm a great decoy and I can take pressure off Johnny's kick. As I'm running in, you can't really communicate with him. I'm just trying to grab his eye contact, and just nod his head and nod my head and say, just give me the ball, give me the ball. And when I saw it, if I drop that ball, that game goes into sudden death, and back at you in the pass. I just remember clinging onto it and thinking, it doesn't matter if I get knocked back 2 yards here, we just recycle this ball and give Johnny the chance to do it. And we got in there and recycled it, and I saw it go over my head. I was lying on the ground, so it go over my head sort of backwards, upside down, when he kicked the goal. But of course, the immediate thought then was, we've got to win the kick-off. If they kick off and win the ball, you can't blow the game up until the ball goes out of play. So the game can carry on for the next 2, 3, 4 minutes if they keep the ball alive.
I remember at that time, because everyone was thinking, oh yeah, we've done it. Like, all I could think of was the Australians aren't going to let us get away with it. Jono was on the case to everyone, get back, get set, get ready. And Trevor Woodman took a great short kick-off receipt, put it down. We cleared that ruck. We had myself on the left, Mike Catt on the right. We knew the clock was down, so it was a case of smashing it off the field. I thought they'd be sort of gunning for me, so Catty called for it and just smashed it off the field. And that was sort of, as the ball left his boot, that was when I think we all just kind of saw it was over the line. And it was that perfect bit of time whereby the referee hadn't blown his whistle yet, but he was putting it in his mouth to blow. And if I could stop time, that's the time I'd take with me. That time where it hasn't quite happened, but there's nothing they can do. It's all over, and it's that anticipation of we've just done it, and that moment there to me was the best one. As soon as Catty hit it, and I just watched it go into the crowd, saw the ref start with his arm out, I just thought, just stop time there and I'll take that with me forever. And I think that that was my favourite moment of it. After that, it's great because all the celebration and stuff, but just that moment there when it was all anticipation, it's just brilliant.